So what I want to do is put together a tentative kind of, this is what I have in mind. And then that'll give people a more solid idea, like, hey, I do happen to live in that town or the next one over. That's where my support team would rally with me, get supplies, camp out with the support team, head out the next day, do 20 miles, do 30, whatever we decide, because not everything's in stone right now, because we're still allowing time for people to say, hey, we want to do a fundraiser on your route. I've mapped that out, and there's a lot of ways to kind of do that route, and it's all right around 1,000 miles. You know what I mean? So that's why everything's flexible. You made me go out of my way 10 miles. It's not like I can't find a bypass somewhere else. You know, as long as everything's planned out, it's by start day. You know what I mean? So by November 11th, we got to have everything in stone.
I imagine this place is going to be fun. When we stop here, we're going to have people who support our mission. These people are going to be awesome because I know these people. I used to live with these people, and they love their veterans. They're going to love Trooper. Maybe we get fortunate and stop in there whenever they're having a rodeo. They've got a few arenas there, and it's a great place to be. Out of Stephenville, we're going to head out to Dublin. They've got the Dublin Dr. Pepper factory out there, and I'd love to see that place again. Also got some friends out that way. Maybe we stop in with them and spend the night after our fun in Stephenville. From there, we're going to cut south through De Leon on our way down to Comanche. And Comanche is just a cool place. There it starts to hit West Texas. You can maybe see in this satellite image how that part of Texas seems to be getting a little more brown. We're going to start flirting with that kind of arid geography of West Texas when we get out here. We're going to run through Comanche and over to Brownwood. And they've got a wonderful lake out there, so we're going to see what kind of views we can get on that place. And we're going to go down from there, continuing south through Santa Ana, Texas. This is another little historic Texas town. I love it. We're going to have a lot of fun moving through there. Of course, things get a lot more spread out of here in this part of Texas. When we're looking at it, man. Yeah, all of a sudden our little houses get a lot further apart. It's going to be okay though, because that's going to give me and Trooper a lot of time. We're going to have tons of time out there to be able to do videos as we move across that kind of flatter terrain. We'll continue moving south. I believe this is Maynard, Texas. Yeah, we're going to move through Maynard, continuing southeast until we get to Mason, go past Mason, continuing south into Harper. At Harper, that's going to be an interesting, fun little town. I've only driven through there once, and it was cool. We're going to go through there before we start heading east, and that's going to take us through Fredericksburg. Now, Fredericksburg is world famous, so most of you should know that place, especially if you are my Texas audience. But we're going to be moving through some of these windy hill country roads. We're going to be taking every safety precaution we can, because of course that is the first concern when we get down out there around the hill country and you're on horseback. We're going to be hunting trails that will help us move through this area so that we can try to stay away from the roads as much as possible. But you know, if we have to be near the roads, we will, and we'll do everything we can to maintain safety, even if that means rolling a vehicle along behind Trooper and I for short bouts. Anyway, out of Fredericksburg, we're going to keep moving east, and we're going to go through Johnson City. Johnson City is a cool little town named after President Lyndon B. Johnson. And then hopefully we'll be able to get an event going there. That would be another phenomenal place to do something. It's such a cool, just pretty little town. From Johnson City, I want to head east into the Pedernales Falls State Park. Now, I read online that they do allow horses all the time, so that's going to be a good time. They have a lot of trails. I can see the river moving through there. It's going to be a cool little camping spot. We'll cut out of there, kind of move southeast, make a loop through some beautiful country over here outside of Dripping Springs. Now, once you're in Dripping Springs, you are pretty much in Austin suburbs, okay? It's still rural. You're still kind of, you're feeling like you're in the middle of nowhere, but you are there, as you can tell by the map, all right? So once we hit Dripping Springs, we're starting to be super careful about the way we approach Austin. The best route I've found so far, and this may change, somebody will correct me, but we're going to come in moving through Barton Creek out here west of Austin, and then Westlake Hills moving this way. So we're going to ride over here through Westlake Hills on the west side of Austin. We're going to cross the Colorado River here, and then ride along the boundary of Lions Golf Course. We're going to follow that boundary into town, going through Enfield, and we're going to come over here on West 15th Street. Once we're at West 15th, then we are officially like downtown Austin. And then we'll come into town. Now, the approach up to the Capitol, that's still up for debate. Right now, My Scenic Drives has us coming in on West 15th and then basically walking up to the back door of the Capitol. That's probably not how it'll go. If I have it my way, then Trooper and I will be riding up to the Capitol, right up Colorado Street. It's Colorado Street. If you see us here, puts us right center mass of the Great Walk leading up to the front door of the Capitol. So that would be ideal.
Why 23 miles per gallon? Why the minutes?
The limiting of the mileage is really just so that I can allow myself to talk to people. I can allow myself that anytime that is not really up to me.
Well, I stagger and I fumble. Boys, I've been drinking for days. Well, I stagger and I fumble. Boys, I've been drinking for days. And the reason I'm drinking, my woman got some low down ways. If you don't want me, baby,